Welcome, how are you? Well, so today I'd like to talk about the present context of Bangladesh, the Bangladeshi politics, and the violation rape victim, which is actually happened in Bangladesh. You know that Bangladesh is actually a democratic country. Even people are so much biased by the political parties. So most of the times, the crimes are affiliated by the political leaders, political wing, or political parties. But you know that our legal existing body or law enforcement agency, they are only liable to work on the procedure of the criminal. Even they will not see the criminal, they are from which department, from which political party. So for these regions in Bangladesh, it is said that the government, particularly the justice system of Bangladesh, they will questionable about the activities of the people, not the activities of the political parties. But very recently, we have seen a noxious activities by Shohel, a rapist who has been killed a girl as well as he has been raped the girl without any kind of justification. And actually, as a law teacher and actually as a advocate, I have to seek my pardon to the father of the departed soul of the girl. But I think that before the rape victimization, before the rape jurisdiction, there are lots of issues in Bangladesh. The first reason is that it is actually related to the pornography, and for reducing the pornography in Bangladesh, there is Pornography Act 2012. But it is so horrible that most of the people, more than 90% people of Bangladesh, they have no idea about the Pornography Act. Even it's actually not a crime from the political purpose, it's actually crime from the religious purpose. Even in religion, every religion, they believe in the legal cohabitation. No religion in Bangladesh, the Hindu religion, Muslim religion, or the Christian religion, they have no intention to validate the illegal cohabitation, illegal intercourse. But whenever you will see the pornography, whenever you will see the soft porn, hard porn, then it reflected in your personality. And most of the time, pornography is on kind of drug. So the previous government, I mean that the Sheikh Hasina government, they stopped these types of pornography sites. But actually, it is not only the duty of the government. Government is not solely liable for doing these types of activities, but the NGOs, the civil societies, the non-state actors, the third eyes, the political parties, they have to collectively come forward to reduce this problem from Bangladesh, because it's actually not a crime. It's actually on kind of pandemic situation in Bangladesh. As far as it possible, we have to stop the pornography. Otherwise, these types of rape activities, rape victim, even the rape activities, it will be increased day by day. We have no option in our hand. So even the political parties, the opponent parties, they claim that we need to promote justice. But there is a famous concept of law is that justice delayed means justice denied. On the other hand, there is another uh, concept of law. This is said that justice hurried, that means justice buried. So we have to believe in our conventional justice system. Even the justice system, they have actually duty to make liable of the person who is actually the real criminal. Even you know that for example, before 2 or 3 days ago, the advocates of Dhaka Bar Association, they declared that they will never represent before the court on behalf of the criminal Shohel. So it's actually not reflect the natural justice. This is against the burden of the natural justice. So as far as it possible, we have to remind that without implementing the natural justice system, without implementing the core principles of justice system, it is actually impossible all of us to implement the actual justice, rule of law, or access to justice according to Article 31. So as a common people, as a victim, as a criminal, everyone has the right to represent himself or herself before the court on behalf of the advocate, or he can himself do these activities before the court. He can represent himself. So this is the core relativity, core principle of our natural justice system. But if you deny these types of activities, this is actually violate and violate the principles of natural justice in the future time. So while I'm talking about the the core regions of pornography in Bangladesh. So I think that our Pornography Act 2012, it is more conventional. It is not updated. So this is the time of 2026. After 12 years later, not 12 years actually, after 14 years later, we have to again reform our Pornography Act, and in that mechanism, we should include the death penalty. We could include the grievous punishment of the of the person. So actually, it is not only the duty of the government, the core political parties, the stakeholders, the non-governmental organization, even the individual person, the experts, they will willfully come forward to help the people, to help the government in this situation. So I think that without the collective desire and collective activities, it's actually not possible in Bangladesh to implement the proper justice for the rape victim in Bangladesh. So it is actually saddest part of our justice systems. A girl not more than 8 years old, he has been raped, and he has been died without any kind of justification. It's not only the conventional practice of a justice system. This is heinous actually. So with the 90% of Muslim people right now, we need the Sharia law. So if Sharia is exist in Bangladesh, these types of activities will not happen. Even people will definitely fear about the Sharia law. Sharia law has three dimensions. Whenever you are following the activities of the Sharia law, then there will be absolute happiness and success in our society. The second reason is that people will fully follow the Sharia law. People will fully follow the Islamic rules and religions, because our 95% people, they are in favor of the Islamic or the Islamic rules religion. Even they are the ardent follower of the Islamic rituals actually. The third reason is that Sharia is not hard. Sharia is not conventional, but Sharia is the most updated law in Bangladesh. For example, you can follow the dimension of Pakistan, you can follow the dimension of Indonesia. They are following the Sharia law besides their regular activism, regular activities. So, as an advocate of Bangladesh, I have a desire to request our justice system to include the Sharia law, because 95% of our community, they are definitely follow the Muslim laws and Muslim regulations. So what is the problem behind the Sharia law? There is only one problem. The problem is actually very crystal and clear. We, the 90% people, we are totally depend on the corruption. Whenever Sharia will be informed, Sharia will indicate in our common justice system, then there are no option to do the corruption in the future time. So this is the common perspective, and we have seen these types of common phenomenon and common problem of the law enforcement agencies. Even we have seen the lots of vacuums of our civil justice systems, which was definitely organized by the British law system. So I have talked many more time about the Orientalism practice, particularly in our justice system, in our civil justice system. So there are no option to change the conventional customary rules, regulations. We need more updated, more reformative law for our own civilization, for our own development. And I think that the government will look after the matter very carefully, because this is the part and parcel of our justice system right now. Even I would like to share a beautiful quote of Professor Justice Mukherjee, who was working as the Chief Justice of India. Once he said that whenever you are failed to provide the justice to the people in his hand, in front of his house, until this time, there will not establish the rule of law or access to justice. Access to justice means you have to make a easiest way for the common people, as they can ensure their legal system, ensure their justice without any kind of social and conventional problem. Thank you.